In 2022, I found out about WSSA. I got coaching sessions from Pratusha. She was amazing. But unfortunately, at that time, I wasn't in the right mindset. I kept on looking at everyone else on the program doing so well. I was just jealous of them all and I left. I knew I could never do what they were all doing, becoming fluent speakers. In June 2025, Danny messaged me. He urged me to rejoin the program, saying, and I love this saying by Danny, put the work in and the magic will happen. And this is where things kind of changed. You're just not stammering anymore. Could not believe it. To Coach Lee, all I can say is thank you for everything. I never thought I would make so many friends, and I never in my wildest dreams thought I would love to speak.
Wow, that's amazing speech, Tara. Yeah, I
There,
mean, very deeply moving. And also the part about your resilience of leaving the program and coming back and finally scoring a victory. So deeply, a very deeply emotional and touching story. And by the way, Tara,
yeah.
your friend Catherine from Australia wants to say you're a total inspiration and the
Ah,
hardest woman in Ireland. So congratulations. And you
she's
deserve
great.
every bit of happiness your fluency brings. So that's from your
God
friend
bless her.
Catherine.
Yeah.
Keep up the great work. You did amazing today.
Thank you so much, Terry. And
You're so
I actually look to you as an inspiration because you stammered for a long time as well. And I think it is harder to stop when you've been stammering years and years. So you are wonderful and you're the one that makes us all use our hands. Yeah.
And gestures.
welcome.
That's also something I use a lot when I have to, go into a
Yeah.
stressful speaking situation. And, also very moved by the WhatsApp group of the women of WSSA you guys created, of women supporting women. And that really speaks to my heart. So thank you, Terry.
Ah.
What
Oh,
are your one or two favorite affirmations?
oh.
And I have to give you the hearts
Ah.
again. Sorry.
Oh, I can't handle this. I can't handle this. Okay, thank you. Stop making me laugh. So, my two favorite affirmations at the moment, I actually have a new one because I've been trying to speak softer. Sometimes it's a bit of a tongue twister, but I say, before I speak, I think speak softly. And then, oh yeah, I got this one from Pratusha. Fluency is my new habit.
Do you still read aloud?
Yeah.
How long do you read aloud? And when, like, do you read aloud in the morning before
Mm.
going to work or in the evening?
Yes, I do still read aloud. I think it's the one thing I really have to do whenever I start to feel my speech kind of go a bit. If I just sit down and fully read for a good half hour, 45 minutes, it really gets me into the flow of things. But now I'm starting to read poems more because I think that really helps bring out the passion and enthusiasm. And the key for me was I have to read with passion and enthusiasm, and that's what really helps me.
All right. I
Noah,
gotta
hi.
brace myself here. I really do. I'm pretty close to the tears flowing down. I'll make it
Ah,
brief. I'm
okay.
just so proud. I'm just so proud of you, Tara.
Ah,
Um I just want to say you deserve this and much more. You deserve this. Like
Noah.
this is your resilience, my God. And I could relate to a lot of the experiences. I must have tried close to 50 different therapy methods, and in every
Oh,
therapy method there are people who succeed, right? So
yeah.
with every one that hope shrinks.
I
It's
know.
like a flame that dims, and
Mm,
I know the amount of strength it takes to keep
yeah,
trying,
yeah.
even when you feel like there is not much of that candle left.
You were one of my first friends, really, Noah, on it, and I was in awe of you, how you stood up on the stage that time. So you have always been a massive inspiration to me, and how you sent me my song on my birthday. Oh God, you're an absolute gem. Okay. Well,
Thank you so much.
I understand having 4 children, it's so hard to find the time. But what I done is what Lee said to me, and it worked. In the start, you have to concentrate on you. I would always wake up 1 hour before the whole household, and I would sit on the couch downstairs and I would do my mind training and read aloud. Even if it was a really long day and me and my husband was up until 12 o'clock, I would still tell him, you go up to bed, I have to stay down here and read. So just make the time for you.
Right from the very first, love your personality, your voice, your accent, but had no idea how tough things have been for you and your amazing journey and how tough you are. I I feel like such a wimp compared with you. I don't know if I could have done what you have done and stuck with it. So we are so proud of you. And I hope you take the time to just reflect on how far you've come and how far you have to go. So we love you and thanks for sharing.
Your story had what I would consider 3 most important elements that make a good story. It had laughter, it had pain, and it had hope. And I just want to say that your progress is simply outstanding. And I also want to say happy Valentine's Day.
I don't know how you made it through your speech without crying, because I know I was. It just resonated so many aspects with me. So well done. Of course, your speech was beautiful. And I know there's no perfect speech, but I don't know. I think it was pretty close to being perfect. Whenever I think of, okay, how can I speak with more passion or extreme pronunciation, I always picture you. Especially I have you in my head and I see you saying, I love to speak. I love to say my name. It's just, I will never ever get that out of my head.
You were the one, now you and like more, but you were the main one that made me continue on the program. I think it was July last year, and I was finding things hard and I was crying a tear or two, and you were the one that urged me to continue. So
You did such a good job. And I was just curious, when you were going through this program, were there any moments you tried to expand your comfort zone slowly? Like, for example, maybe talking to a waiter and that's like slowly expanded your comfort zone.
First thing I had to do was find the courage to attend a practice session. Going to a practice session was like a huge deal. How was I going to talk to new people? So, like, another key to everything going well was just having the courage to attend the practice sessions. And I actually came to a point, I was probably doing 4 a week. And then my next point, I always found it really hard in work. So the crutch whispering, like, it really helped, because I always think people should use some of their circumstances in work. You know, like if you work in an office and everything is hush hush, if your stammer is really bad, that's a perfect excuse if you're speaking on the phone, just pretend you have to speak hush hush. So that's a way of whispering when things are really, really bad. So when I was in the hospital, I expanded my comfort zone, but I done it by whispering and talking very softly. And then slowly my confidence grew then and worked too. So yeah.
Looking back at the criticism that you received from your mom, did part of your recovery include having to forgive her? And have you been able to grow a new kind of relationship since?
This was actually a huge part of my recovery. So, I would stammer around my mom so bad. Even when I'd pull into her driveway, my heart would pound. But we were downstairs having a coffee. I told her everything. And I spoke fluently to her for like a whole hour. And she could not believe it. And she gave me a huge hug and everything.
Which crashes help you more to get frontally a speaker?
The crutch that helped me most at the start, and this was the words from Lee as well, modulation. I used to just, and I still do, I sometimes just speak like this and I just let the words flow. I often picture my words like on a baggage belt at an airport. Just let them all flow and let them all out. And Lee's advice, which still I always do, it's so good. Reading with passion and enthusiasm. I never read in a monotone. It's just passion, enthusiasm. Because when you're thinking passion and enthusiasm, we all know what it is to think the words. It takes your mind off those bad words over here, and you're just so focused on passion and enthusiasm. So I would really encourage you at your start and all, read with so much passion and enthusiasm, and it really helps, I think.
And Tara, what can I say? Everybody here loves you, and you know that. And that's the facts. That's the cold, hard facts. You got to face them. All right. Dom, back to you.
All right. I feel honored to be part of the most flawless speech in WSSA SAM history. But we got to close it today, and it's time to close the meeting. I hope that you enjoy exchanging thoughts with ex-stutters and those fast becoming ex-stutters. I will now end with our motto. Feel free to say along with me. If you can say one word anywhere, anytime, you can say and love to say any word, anywhere, anytime. Until next Saturday, guys, have a great weekend.